I've been awakened in a word for a long time now, but even the speed at which this coronavirus or COVID-19 panic is spreading has surprised even me in a few ways. The first being, I'm also proud, not just surprised, because I know the Creator uses everything, including even this coronavirus panic, and so is now using me to, what it looks like to me, produce a little bit of a mini series here to help in the real vision correcting process that I think the Creator has in mind for so many of us in what we commonly call 2020. Wink, wink, right? So I'm going to pick up on some things I've said in my last video about this, so if you haven't seen it, check it out. You can quickly get caught up. We're still here mid-March, and it's what we commonly call 2020 here in so-called America. And I think it's safe to say that we are just past our first introductory disorientation weekend, if you will, at Coronavirus Panic Camp. My mama told me that she had a couple of names picked out for me in anticipation of me being born. But on that actual day, she said that when she saw me, none of the names that she picked out for me fit. So she named me Shannon, because to her, I looked like a Shannon. And ever since, my loved ones and later my friends, if they wanted my attention, well, that's the name they called me. Shannon, because to my mama, that's what I looked like. Now, even if you pressed my mama about this, even after you've looked long and hard at my newborn baby pictures, like I did, looking for what a Shannon supposedly looks like, you wouldn't find it. But weirdly, you kind of know what my mama's talking about, right? When she's telling the story about the day I was born and how I got my name. Just a reminder to everyone as we go forward, though my background involves being a public health nurse formerly, I'm not practicing nursing as I'm speaking with you right now. I'm coming to you only as a wiser woman, sharing with you what I know from actual experience, not any quote-unquote expert opinions. So, here we are in so-called America, just past our first disorientation weekend at Coronavirus Panic Camp. Let's look first at the root of all this real-life panic. Do you know what this is? Did you say the coronavirus or COVID-19? How about this image? Or this one? How about all of these images? What are all of these? Are all of these images of the coronavirus or COVID-19? If they are, then why don't any of them look the same? There's different colors. Yeah, they're similar shapes. They look kind of the same, but, when you look at the details there, the different spiky things, yeah, real technical term, right? It's not the same. Yet all of these images are shown by various, what you think of as credible sources. And you look right past them. You don't really even look at them. You look past them and listen to the scary stories that you're being told. And what you're looking at are scary looking spiky balls that you think someone named the coronavirus or COVID-19 at the same time. This time, don't look past these images. Really look at them. Because I'm going to bet that up until this moment, you believe that what you were looking at were photographs of real coronaviruses under high-powered fancy-dancy microscopes, right? Maybe some of these images, maybe they were enhanced just a little bit, right, by some artists to make the colors pop when they showed up on the evening news. Maybe some artists took things further. They took some of the real coronavirus under microscope images and turned those into digital images, maybe some computerized models, some cross-sectional drawings, what it would look like if you split one of these coronaviruses in half. Maybe they took it further, did animations to show you what it supposedly looks like in, real life, what it's doing, what its actions are. But really look at all these faceless, spiky, bald little monsters and realize the truth that not a single image is of any photograph of any real virus, a coronavirus or any other kind of real quote-unquote virus, taken under any microscope at all. Super duper fancy high-powered microscope or any other kind. And let's pause at that point to start with. Even if they were what you assumed that they were real coronaviruses taken under these super duper fancy microscopes, these high-powered microscopes, those type of microscopes are things that you would never have access to anyway, right? So in other words, you could never ever verify for yourself that you would, take a slide of a real life coronavirus and look at it with your own eyes and see the same kind of image that looks like the ones you're being shown on the news. You can never do that, right? Okay, just so that we're clear. But it's beyond that. No one anywhere has any kind of image about how I just described it being shown. Now, I can say this with confidence because you can search until the cows come home, and you're going to find nothing more but these types of images. So look at what they really are. They are artists' creations. None of these are any images of any real viruses, any real coronaviruses taken under super duper high-powered microscope. So that means that the images that you are looking at are complete fictions created by artists. These faceless, spiky, bald little monsters. They do exist and have life in the land of panic, but only by real people believing that they are real do those hallucinations have the power to make you ill in reality. But look at them, will you? Aren't they a little cute? No? Too scary? A little too creepy? Those faceless, spiky, bald little monsters? I mean, think about it, because I have. If you were an artist and you had the task of creating an image to go along with a story about a virus that was creating a worldwide panic, is this not an image of something you might come up with? Why? Well, because it just kind of looks virusy, doesn't it? You know what I mean, right? Same way you knew what my mama meant when she was trying to explain how I got my name. If you're ready to see much deeper and much past just this one story, we've created a private video series that goes much, much deeper and answers specific questions at who is exactly behind completely made up fictional stories like this one. Send us an email to the email address on the screen to learn more. Hope to hear from you soon, and until next time, be well.